Oh man, well, good morning, y'all. We are gonna do, well, we're gonna try to catch some catfish today. That's what we're gonna try to do. But we have got to come across something that's gonna work. So the last couple trips we've been kind of playing around with things. Here it's kind of sort of the same deal. We're gonna hit pretty much everything. We're gonna hit underwater points. We're sitting on an underwater point, which I've got this one above us and another one. And then we're gonna hit some holes and structure. We're just gonna run through a gauntlet of things. What has been happening is this has been kind of more of a morning bite that I've noticed. So come about noon, 1 o'clock, stuff just kind of shuts off. That part sucks. But I know if that's the case, then it'll pick back up in the after or the evening. But I don't know if we'll stay that late. But we're gonna run through a bunch of spots, give it 30 minutes, just kind of bounce around, see what we can see. Maybe toss the boards out later today, I don't know. But biggest thing for today, we're just gonna try to put some fish in the boat. I'd like to put some big ones in the boat. But this is a spot here that I haven't fished in a pretty good while. But it's a good spot though. Man, it's a good spot. I've caught some good flatheads out of this little spot here. And some good blues. And on up too. But this whole bank, it's like it's an outside bend, but it's a small outside bend. This whole bank is just absolutely loaded. I mean, loaded with bait. That could help us, could hurt us. But I got some fresh skipjack for today, so I mean, whatever's whatever at that point. We'll see if they're gonna be the ticket. Let's see where I'm set up. It kind of seems like I'm a little too far out, but I might not be. Kind of seems like I'm too far out. God dog. Well, he thumped it and just kind of went down with it. I thought he was going to be a much bigger fish. Yeah, the way he hit it, I thought he was going to be a much bigger fish. That's okay. We get him in the boat, that gets us started. Yeah, we get him in the boat, that gets us started. I just did not expect there to be these little ones back behind there. Oh, he's just barely hooked. Nah, you need to get in the boat, buddy. Get off there. No, quit. There we go. Yeah, he just barely hooked on the outside of the lip. Okay, lay in the boat. All right, skunk is officially out of the boat. Covered in mud. Well, I appreciate it, little buddy. Yeah, I didn't expect them little ones like that to be back there. We are getting dink bit to death. Got it, buddy? Yeah, I think that one's got it. I think he's got it. Little one. I mean, you're not even hooked in the mouth. You just swiped at it and got hooked in the face. Come here. Yeah, we are gonna have to go somewhere else. I mean, they're fun at times, but I'm not looking for y'all today. Yeah, not looking for y'all today. Golly, itty bitty dude. All right. I have to say though, this is the first time that I think I've come to this spot here and had this many little ones here. I don't know if I've ever caught little ones like this. Not here. I mean, as far back as I can remember anyway. I mean, I probably have at some point, but I don't remember it. Yeah, and then let me put another piece on there. Okay, just swimming with it. Ah, you did get in that line, didn't you, you dog? He's not a terrible one. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen. We luck into a decent one. I mean, he's not terrible. Don't know if he's decent. Well, you get bit on every single rod. No, 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 no. Come on, you've been out. There we go. Yeah, he's just full of energy this morning. But definitely bigger than the last one we caught. Come on up here, buddy. Definitely bigger than the last one we caught. Oh yeah, come on, buddy. Well, open up, buddy. There we go. Yeah, not a terrible fish at all. All right. Well, quick action first thing in the morning. Just wish they were bigger. Appreciate it. I'll get another piece, sling it out there. There we go. Taking drag. Holy crap. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen, that if we sit here long enough, that would get us a decent one. It's on that double hook rig. And he was absolutely, I thought he came off. It's like, no way. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I got a feeling we are gonna need this. Okay, come on. That's kind of what I was hoping. And if we sit here, dealt with these little fish, I can see the bubbles way back there. We'd have a decent one run up here. Oh, buddy. Gotta be a blue the way he's acting. Heck yeah, nice blue. Yeah, nice blue. That's a... He hit the bottom hook of that double hook rig. No, come up here. Well, now you got your tail hook, buddy. Come on up here. Heck yeah, buddy. That's what I was hoping for. Oh yeah, that's a 40 for sure. Golly, look at the gut on this dude. God dog. All right. Yeah, that's a 40 for sure. Let me get a hold of this mouth here. Easy, easy. He ate that bottom hook. You are definitely glove worthy there, buddy. All right, let's get this out of the way. Ate that bottom hook, finally, on that double hook rig. Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, that's a 40 for sure. Oh, yeah. Would you stop, buddy? Yeah, look at this dude. Yeah, look at this. All right, let me get a picture. All right, one more look at this gorgeous fish. Look at the head on that thing. Yeah, that's a 40 all day. All right, appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, I just kind of knew well, I didn't know, but I was hoping that if we just kind of waited them out, that would happen. I mean, 'cause these blues are active, you know. I mean, it's time for them to start eating. So that's kind of the deal. Heck yeah. Ate that bottom hook. I like it when they just kind of hit it like that, just automatically start ripping drag. All right, well, we managed one nice fish out of here. We're gonna move up to this next underwater point. Maybe get away from these dinks. Maybe get into another good fish. Be ideal. They absolutely took the bait off this one. Little dudes. I'm glad we got a hold of that fish. That was kind of nice. What you doing, Liz? I'll put fresh baits on. They're just down there just pecking the crap out of these things. All right, made it to our next little spot. Didn't really see any dinks up here, so hopefully we don't get a bunch of those. We can actually get some fishing, you know, for some bigger fish. This is a good spot. This is a really good spot. Right directly behind the boat is we're kind of on a point that, well, this is a huge point here, but it kind of cuts back this way before it goes back. So we're kind of on the outside edge of it. We're in 39 foot of water, but as it dumps off right behind us, it dumps off into a big deep hole that's right down the center of this channel. So then of course we got some really good stuff up above us. So we're gonna hit all that. But we are gonna get some baits out. See what we can't come up with in this spot. There we go. Had a couple dink bites on this one, and this one finally come through. I don't like him. I was just getting ready to say, I don't like him flipping and flopping around like that. He's gonna pull off, and sure enough. When they bite like that, they're not getting the whole hook, and I just had a feeling he was gonna do that, and he sure did. Sure did. You know, I could probably get another piece off of this one. Since we're running smaller baits today, well, for right now anyway. Say that big fish hit a small bait, so. There's fish moving around down here, so that's good. I just want them. I know they say, you know, action creates action, so you start getting bit. You know, a lot of times that there's bigger ones around, you know, especially blues. They'll get to acting, trying to see what's going on, and they'll come up and grab it. Don't like the way this one bit, but he appears to be hooked up so far. Bottom hook also, so that's interesting. I mean, I don't care which hook they get, as long as they get one. Come on in here, buddy. Heck yeah. Got this absolutely covered in mud, but we're doing. Okay, you chill out right there, buddy. Yeah, I mean, we're doing the right thing. We're fishing right off a mud point that goes into a mud bottom. Or it's filled, you know, where it's a hole with a mud bottom. That's why I'm kind of hoping, you know, we'll work our way up, because there's some really nice structure that has a mud bottom. Don't think he's a big fish. Might be about the same size. No, 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 no. Oh, it's a channel cat. It's an old channel cat, not even a terrible channel cat either. All right, buddy, let me get you out of here. I surely do appreciate it, you old muddy thing. Heck yeah. All right, get this out of the way. We'll get that old channel cat in here. He sure didn't fight like a channel cat, but he's sure acting like one now. Old crazy-headed dudes. He's not hooked very well. We may not get him in the boat. Yeah, we did. Good deal. I did not think that we would have this many little ones up here. Did not think that at all. That's hardly ever the case. Like I said, here it's either, you know, you'll catch one or two decent fish, or you will just sit here and catch absolutely nothing. Old channel cat, appreciate it, buddy. Well, you have to let go. God, dog. Yeah, it's like I said, it's typically the case, but today they are moving thick in here. There we go. Trying to get me some little bit of breakfast. Here we go. That was kind of a weird bite, but when he finally loaded up on it, it looked good. Yeah, trying to get me some breakfast, and this dude interrupted it, but I don't hate it. But just like a, I don't know, just like a real weird bite to start off with. I thought he was just pecking at it. And it just loaded up. Even pulled a little bit of drag. Got one hitting this green rod. Where are you going, buddy? Oh yeah, a little bit better than I thought he was. Yeah, buddy, come here. It would have been a lot more fun if you'd done that out there, buddy. He is, he's borderline. I think I'm not gonna take the chance. We're just gonna net him. He's probably right at 20. God, dog. What part of getting the net was confusing there, fish? Of course, if I did a better job netting you. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, he's right at 20. Heck yeah. I hear you, buddy. A lot of fish moving through here. I mean, I'm glad we got away from the, you know, the dinky dinks. This is an old male. Just a really, really soft bite, you know, 'cause I didn't think he was near this big. Yeah, it's a solid 20 right here, y'all. Just a big fat thing. That's what makes it. He's not long like a big fish, but look at his head and gut. Heck yeah, buddy. I dang sure appreciate that. Let me get you back. All right, buddy, take her easy. Man. I mean, once he finally loaded up, that was kind of the caliber of fish I thought he was. But when he first bit, I'm like, a little bitty dink. All right, well, let's get into the piece of bait out there. All right, well, looks like we were to welcome here. Well, let's go sit on some of that structure up above us. See if we can't pull something decent out of there. So far, we've been doing okay. For what little we've been out here. It's kind of a neat little spot. But we'll be able to fish, we'll be able to send scent even further out into the channel. I wouldn't mind catching another big one. What are you getting so excited for? Because we're moving? Are you excited for the next spot? Is that what the problem is? Huh? Are you excited about the next spot? All right, I guess we'll go. You're that excited about it. All right, made it to our next spot. So this is, I mean, let's see how far from it we are. Oh yeah, but there is a bunch of structure right here off the end of this point, and then there's actually more as we go around. So we're just going to kind of just keep creeping our way up because this stretch of river, which it's not very long, it's a quarter mile, maybe, but there's a lot going on down it. So we're going to try to fish every bit of it. I really thought we'd catch one here, but we did not. But there's a deep hole right across the river there, so we're gonna hit that before we move on up. See if there's anything in there. I'm real surprised we didn't get nothing here. It's just a good looking spot. I mean, about the only bites that I got were on that outside rod. We'll go set up at the top leading edge of that hole. Some of these baits ain't even get touched. That's wild. I figure we went shallower. So you were excited for no reason, Liz. We didn't even get a fish here. See what this old boat's doing. Got a little bit less current over here, so I don't know. Are we trying to work over? What are we doing? I seen fish down there. We scanned through it. We're up on the very top edge of that hole right before it starts to go down, so. There we go. Man, not a monster, but like I said, I did see some fish down there. 50-something foot of water. Go slow with this dude, slow as I can anyway. The boat's parked in like 50 foot of water. We're casting into probably about 56 foot of water. Just deep. Not a big one, but he's not terrible. It's kind of a bigger dink, right around that 8-pound mark. Yeah, I know, buddy. What are y'all doing down there? Man, I guess I brought you up a little too fast. Okay, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. There we go. God, he just smacked the crap out of it. Just wanting to go over to them other lines. I really wish you'd come back this way, buddy. Yeah, come back this way. I think you're under him now. So. God, he smacked the crap out of it. Really wish he'd have pulled a bunch of drag. That would have been a lot more exciting. Oh, buddy. Gotta be some good ones in there. At least one good one in there somewhere. Yeah, not a terrible fish. Trying to let him burp if he can. Nope. All right. Yeah, not a terrible fish at all. There you go. So male. What do you think, Liz? See, I was excited about this spot. You're trying to put me in a place where we don't catch no fish. Yeah, nice solid 10-pounder right there. Heck yeah, look at this dude. Well, he's still got, this is a male, so he's got, well, you probably can't see it on camera, but he's got some, well, you got some scars on top of his head from the spawn. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Awesome. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Get another piece of bait. All right, well, it wasn't a total waste of time. So we're gonna go right back over. There's another hole over there with a structure on it and stuff. So we're gonna sit in the front of it, see what happens. We did not too terrible here. Another spot, we're on the upside of, there's a little, we're sitting on the edge of a underwater point that has a hole right behind it. Kind of the same scenario as back there. We're gonna see if there's anything out there. Seen a few fish, seen a few smaller fish in there, but like I said, a lot of the ones we're looking for, they're gonna be pushed down today. So I'm not relying on that graph a whole lot to let me know if there's fish here. The best way to do it is cast some lines out. Now we're a little bit more current, so that's kind of one of the bigger deals that I noticed this morning. If there's a hole, or at least underwater point that's got a little bit more current on it, they're a little bit more active. So that could be the deal. You got it? Yep, he's got it. He was just swimming off with it. I hope he's hooked good. He don't feel like a terrible one. That was just kind of a weird, another weird bite. You know, it's, yeah, because he done, gosh, dog it, he done got, because he picked it up, was swimming this way with it. Okay, all right. Crisis averted. Yeah, because he picked it up, and that's what he was doing. He was just swimming up this way with it. Like I said, he's not a terrible fish. Hasn't really fought yet. I would really like for you to go this way, buddy. Where are you going? Where are you going? I know he's not a monster. But he sure does not want to come in this boat, does he? Yeah, he's not terrible. Another good one, about 20, mid-20s. God, it's a dang good solid fish. Was not. Just down there doing what you do, buddy. Nothing wrong with that. Another male. Come on, buddy. Are you done? Are you done? Come on in here. he's a 25 pounder for sure. Oh yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, that's a good fish there, y'all. I mean, he ain't no absolute giant, but he is a dang good one, I'll promise you that. A dang good one, right in the corner of the mouth, exactly where they need to be. It's another big-headed male. Gosh, dog, look at this dude. Look at the head on that dude. Buddy, that was stinking awesome. I definitely appreciate that. They're just like, well, you could see it. Well, made it better on this side. But they're just covered in mud. They're just pushed down. They're not really wanting to do much anything. Appreciate that, buddy. Oh, y'all. All right, well, let me get this back out there. Let me just show you what I'm talking about, make more sense that way. Get the seat turned around here. Okay, so you can see where we're at. We got this hole here, and that's kind of what we're fishing. We're fishing this underwater point that goes off into this hole. All right, so I'm just wondering, you know, well, it does go back a pretty good ways, but I'm just wondering because the next one that's up above us that I want to hit, so it's a long hole, right? So I'm gonna probably set up somewhere right in this area, kind of where it starts to come up, and then let all that scent just work down through here. And I wonder, yeah, I'll probably go right here because it comes up right here. You can see how the contour lines, you know, come up. It comes up a little bit. But I'll probably sit somewhere right in this area. It's not a well-defined, you know, like point, but I'm still gonna sit on it. That's gonna be the next spot, so that way, you know, there might be more fish laying down in here that are kind of working their way through. I don't know, I kind of like this one too, but that's where we get to, I think that's where we get to that rock wall. I don't know, that might be a good spot right there too. Then we could fish all this because that's gonna be 50 foot. This is gonna be 50 foot. Yeah, we might go up there and sit, make that our last sit. That's kind of what I'm looking at, the little areas that I'm focusing on, because it worked out for us in the beginning. So far we have caught some dang good ones out of the rest of the spots we've tried like that. So we may, but I like that. I like how it's a long, deep stretch. And a lot of times, you know, you can catch multiple fish out of something like that, especially when they get to moving, like I hope they do. But again, it's down towards the middle of the day, and the last few trips we've been out, that's kind of been where you know, the bite really dies off. We're at 12:30 now, so we'll give us a little bit longer, and then we will move up there. We may go all the way up, I don't know. I'll do some scanning, I'll check them out, see if I can see any activity. If I see some activity, then we'll stop short and fish it. If not, we'll go up and fish that one spot. I think either way, we can't go wrong. All right, well, just that one fish here, so we're gonna go ahead and look on up. Didn't get too many dink bites here, so our bait should be good. All right, I ended up not going all the way back, or go all the way up, because I seen it, as it started to rise up here, I seen a lot of fish down there, and I seen a good one down there too. Let's see. So this goes to show you, man, you could just never be too careful when you're out here on the river, even with, so like there's a barge right there. I know you can't see it, the camera's not picking it up, but there's a corner right there. Well, he ran that dang barge right in, there's a rock bluff wall right there. He ran that dang barge right into it. That's why you never can be too careful out here, y'all. Even though it's an operator, you know, I mean, he may have been doing it forever, I don't know, but he just ran it right into that, That's first time I've seen that. I'll be dang. Like, he ran it, because I didn't think much of it, you know. I thought he was just pulling over, but then I heard the crash. I'm like, holy crap. Anyway, since we had to move, I wanted to set up in a different little spot. A little bit tighter to the bank once we get everything situated. But get them poles down. But he dang sure did. I was like, man, what is that? I just watched him come around the corner and he kept drifting, you know, over. Golly. That's the first time I've ever seen that. I mean, I know it happens because I've seen the aftermath in a lot of the places that I've been, but wow. Guess he misjudged that quite a bit. Did he drop it too? I guess we can't go deep enough because it's, like I said, it's just a little 2-foot drop from where we were. It's just a 2-foot difference. We've already got bit twice. There we go. There we go. Yep, he thumped it and just kind of sat there with it. It's amazing what a little 2-foot drop does. It's just amazing. That little fish gonna mess around and get hooked. You want to come out this way, buddy? I would really appreciate it if you did. Heck yeah. He's twirling now. I don't know if he got tangled up or what. Yeah, not a bad fish. That's what I'm talking about. How good are you hooked? I think you're hooked all right. I think this little dude ended up getting hooked. No, he sure didn't. Yeah, not a bad fish at all. Again on that bottom hook. You're again kind of borderline, but I think we can do it. Oh yeah, look at this dude, another male. That's interesting. Heck yeah, buddy. I absolutely love that. About another, it's 15. I'd give him 15 for sure. Just a big old wide head on that dude. Another male. Caught quite a few males today. Well, heck yeah, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Heck of a bite. Good deal. Yeah, like I said, y'all, it's just that long hole that I showed you. It was just one of them little deeper spots. It's not very big at all. But it goes down about 2 feet, comes back up, and then we were just up above it. And as I was scanning up to where we stopped the first spot, I just kind of came on back, you know, because I seen fish like right at that little, but it's only like a 2 foot drop. It's 50, let's see. It is 49 feet right here, and it was like 51. Okay, we'll call it almost a 3 foot drop right there, right in that little hole. It's amazing, y'all. Well, all right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this one. Man, what a day. We did pretty stinking good today. We caught some fairly good quality fish with one real good one. And we fished less than a quarter mile of river today because there's just so much that you could just sit on, break down, figure out. And what I figured out today was these fish were pushed deep, which, okay, then that makes it a little bit easier when they're like that because you just basically seek out deep water. But to get there, we got, you know, that first spot where that first underwater point, everything come off the deeper side because I told you there's a hole back there and they come out of that deeper water. And of course we bounced around, fished some stuff. Once we went shallow, done deal. There wasn't much going on shallow. I say shallow, we were in, you know, 35 foot of water. So then we hit that hole right over there, you know, caught a decent fish, caught a couple fish out of there. But once we kind of pinned that down, but like I said, what this particular spot was it's that long hole I showed you. So it starts a little bit further back, but it goes for a ways. It's pretty flat bottom that it dipped down that 3 feet, and then it come right back up, and then we went up, and then of course there was another hole up above it. Well, it was a little bit shallower up above it. And it's just a small spot. I don't even think this spot's, it's probably, all right, it's bigger than this boat, but we're just right on that, like the rods are casted out. They're right up on that hump or close to it. I'll just say they're close to it. I don't know exactly where they are, but they're close to it. And it's about a 2.5, 3 foot difference between the rest of this hole here. And, you know, we pulled up, got a couple bites, hit that one fish. The rest of them back there that I saw, they're probably not active fish. If we sat here long enough, they'd probably become active. But, you know, the bites slowed down quite a bit. So, and it's getting that time of day where I gotta get back to the house. But man, we did pretty good. We did really good today. I was kind of surprised. And like I said, we fished less than a quarter mile of river, but bouncing off both sides. And I think I'm gonna come back and work this spot a little bit more, just because, again, I want to figure this spot out because this is going to, oop. Like I said, you know, some of them fish that we saw back there are not active, but they will become active. And this old double hook rig is getting them. All right, so we got us a bonus fish. He's not a big one, but it's a bonus fish. He bit. Gotta like that. But anyway, what I was saying is there's a lot of good stuff. It's a pretty good ledge right up, you know, right down to a deep hole, you know, that we've seen earlier. And there's just a lot of structure down there too. You know, the old flatheads could be moving through here at night. Come on this side, buddy. Again, not a terrible fish. Not as big as the last one, but Yeah, respectable. Definitely respectable. Barely hooked. We got him anyway. Oh no, you were hooked better than I thought you were. Yeah, respectable fish. Not terrible at all. But yeah, like I said, there's just more of them down there. They're just not all active. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Oh, outro fish. I like those. But yeah, like I said, you know, that's kind of what we're gonna do in the future, but I'm just trying to, you know, I haven't come back here. I ain't been back here in a minute. So, but I want to come back so that way I can try to locate all the structure, locate exactly where it's sitting on like these, like the ledge or, you know, the little hump or, you know, little spots like this too. Those will hold fish, those will have fish in them. And potentially, you know, because like I said, around the point there's a lot of food, and there's a lot of food up and down this stretch of bank, because this is a long mud bank that goes into that rock bluff wall. So it's a transition up there, and that'll be something else I want to look at too. But anyway, like I said, super good day. I'm pretty happy about it. I hope we can do it again next time. But anyway, with all that being said, I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.